Okay, in this video, I'm briefly going to review how to find the inverse of a function. All right, so this first one, f of x equals 6x plus 7. First thing we do is write it as an equation, y equals 6x plus 7. Then, when we're looking for the inverse, we switch the x and y. So now x equals 6y plus 7. Then we solve this equation for y. So subtract 7 from both sides. Now 6y equals x minus 7. And then here we would divide both sides by 6. And x minus 7 divided by 6 equals y. So therefore the inverse of the function that we were given is x minus 7 divided by 6, or a. Okay, let's go to number 2 here. So in this one again, we have the function f of x equals 5x to the 3/7. So I write it as an equation, y equals 5x to the 3/7. I switch x and y. Now it says x equals 5 times y to the 3/7. Okay, we're trying to solve for y. We have y to the 3/7. But think of that as, this is one term. This is the y that's being multiplied times 5. So the inverse of multiplying times 5 is to divide by 5. So divide both sides by 5. Now our equation is x divided by 5 equals y to the 3/7. Okay, I've rewritten it here. I'm just to show you that if you're going to solve for y and it's being raised to the 3/7, the inverse of that, or to undo that 3/7, is to multiply by or raise it to the 7/3, because the 3/7 and the 7/3 would just cancel out. But we have to raise the left side to 7/3 as well. So x over 5 to the 7/3 equals y. So therefore the inverse of the given function is x divided by 5 to the 7/3. All right, let's take a look at number 3. Okay, our given function, f of x equals x to the 7th power plus 10. We write it as an equation. We switch the x and y, and then we solve the new equation for the variable y. So over here, we have to subtract 10 to try to isolate the y. We subtract 10 from both sides, so x minus 10 equals y to the 7th. Now, the inverse of y to the 7th power, if you think about like a number or a variable that's squared, the inverse of squaring a number is to take the square root. So for this one, the inverse of raising a y to the power of 7 is to take the 7th root. That's what will undo that. So we are going to take the 7th root of both sides. So therefore, the 7th root of x minus 10 equals y. So that's your inverse of the given function, 7th root of x minus 10. All right, number 4. So here the given function f of x equals the cube root of x minus 6. Write it as an equation, switch the x and y, and then solve the equation for y. Here we're going to start by adding 6 to both sides, so x plus 6 equals the cube root of y. Now here, if you want to undo the cube root of y, then you're going to cube it. So we're going to raise both sides to the 3rd power. So all of the left side, x plus 6 in parentheses to the 3rd power, equals the cube root of y to the 3rd, and the cube root and 3rd power cancel, so y equals x plus 6 to the 3rd power. So the inverse of this given function is x plus 6 to the 3rd power. All right, and last one, number 5. Here we have a function f of x equals 5 over 3x. So we write it as y equals 5 over 3x. Then we switch the x and y. So x equals 5 over 3y. Then we begin to solve for y. Okay, so this 5 is being divided by 3y. The inverse of dividing by 3y is to multiply by 3y. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3y. On the right side, it will cancel, and we're just left with 5. On the left side, we have 3xy is the way we write it. 3xy equals 5. Now, if I'm trying to solve for this y, and it's being multiplied by x and times 3, then we divide by 3 times x, so that cancels, or is 1. 1y equals 5 divided by 3x. So the inverse function is 5 over 3x.